What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Unknown with Caleb and Anson, episode 3,
3.
season 1.
Let's go.
Caleb, did you hear me this time? Because usually the playback always gets you.
Yeah, it's not playing back yet, so it's
Oh.
probably gonna pop on right now. Oh, it's popping on right now. Let me check. Oh, yeah, I can't hear you.
Every time, without fail. I hope you guys are having a fantastic Monday night. We're here talking kind of a little bit of everything. If you've joined the last couple of episodes, we kind of go all over the place.
Yes,
We
we
maybe
do.
have like a loose topic. And we have a guest tonight we're pretty excited about.
Yeah.
We're gonna just be full of Lumix fanboys over here. So I'm pretty,
Boy, is that what
pumped.
that is?
Is it? Is it?
Yeah,
Is
I
it?
mean, you're probably using a Sigma right now.
I'm using a Sigma lens. I'm actually using my S5 2X. I decided I wanted
Anson.
autofocus today.
Nice. Look at that.
Look
Pop
at
in
that.
and out.
Look
Even
at
with
that.
your moody shot right there. It even works with
man.
that.
Yeah, you can't. That's just me. That's just
You
me.
know, Anson, we were going to go live last week, but I've been sick for the past week and a half. I smell like vapor rub and cough drops. And I have since the last like Friday. And so I was bummed to miss last week. It would have been good. I was coughing so much. And even still right now, I might break into like a little coughing fit. So that's just a little FYI.
Just a little FYI. Oh, look, it's Dang You. What's up, Dang You?
Oh, dang you. Here, I gotta bring this chat up here.
Well, he's making us feel guilty.
Oh.
One at a time, Dang You. You know that you're gonna.
There's time. There'll be plenty of live streams, dang you.
Only the 3rd episode, my dude. Yeah. So you're hacking up a lung.
Yeah, I mean, we don't need to talk about it too much. It's just like I wish I would have, been able to do a live stream last week. I just was not. It just wasn't going to happen.
I was sad. I had everything ready to go.
Yep.
Thumbnail made, everything, and yeah, it was sad. So how's otherwise? How's your week going?
Yeah, it's been going pretty well. I made a hire here at the studio. So
ooh.
Yep. So I had a mentee a couple years ago from the university here, and so she's joining the studio staff. So today we had like a shoot in the studio, and so it's kind of observation mode right now. And she was in like the production piece of it. So production piece of the university.
You said that's your first hire?
Yep.
What what is she gonna do?
So she's gonna do some of the kind of take over some of the studio. She has 2 roles, right? Her name's Rihanna. She has 2 roles. First role is to kind of take over the studio, some of those shoots that we're doing, like video podcasts and everything here, some of the live cutting that we're doing.
Nice.
In the studio, and then she'll kind of be making some actual like video lab content as well.
Nice.
So kind of 2 roles there. Yep.
Has she been on some of the video lab videos?
No.
Okay. Sorry.
No.
I saw somebody once and I didn't know if it was the same person.
She did help me with a YouTube video like a couple years ago though. It was for like a free well filter or something. She was in that.
Oh, the free filters. Nice.
Oh yeah. I was pumped about that. Dang you, looks like he's moving. Everything in boxes right now.
House? I love how we both just asked exactly the same time.
All right. Let's wait for the response. Just silence until he responds.
Silence. Dang you, tell us your life.
There's probably a 30-second delay. So
oh yeah, we're gonna be here for a while. That's awesome. How does it? So, do you feel like that kind of next level sense of accomplishment having an employee for the studio now?
Well, I think it's one thing where I'm excited that I feel like you can kind of take on more stuff now. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm excited about. Dang you with the respond. What?
You were asking if you've moved in yet.
Oh man, this is exhilarating TV right here, Anson. Oh, we both spoke at the same time. That's right.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. I'm proud. I'm
Well,
happy to be there.
we don't repeat our questions on this show.
No, yeah. If you don't get it the first time, you don't get it at all.
Yeah, so that's good. How about you, Anson?
This week has been all right. It's been, it's juggling a full-time job, YouTube, part-time freelance. Like it's all over the place a little bit.
Yeah.
So, but no, it's been good. It's been good. I booked my flight for NAB,
Right on.
and pretty pumped on it. So I'm
Yeah.
going to be staying with Dang You and
Who
friends.
is moving in a week.
Yes, he's moving in a week.
Okay.
My flight was $150, which I was pumped.
What?
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah. You want to hear my situation though?
And do I?
I was, because last year when I went, I worked the booth, and so
Yeah.
people paid for me to go.
Yeah.
This year, I am basically using channel funds to go, and
Okay.
so I was pinching all of the pennies, and opted to only have one personal item on my flight. So no check-in bag, no carry-on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be flying Frontier for 6 hours from North Carolina.
Just a man purse?
Yeah, just a purse. Whatever fits my backpack is going with me.
That's why I'm gonna travel. I'm gonna travel just with a backpack. I wouldn't
Not
take a carry.
doing anything other than a backpack?
Yeah, I wouldn't take a carry-on to NAB. Come on now.
I mean, fair. That's true. That's true. I just hope I don't get like massive swag because I'm gonna have to like actually pay for a bag after that.
Oh, that might be true. You
Yeah.
would get the massive swag.
I would.
Nice.
No, I am Matthew. I appreciate it. Your video gear scares me. So I'm gonna bring my video gear. I'm debating if I want to bring. I'll probably bring the S52X with like, maybe the 45 millimeter, and maybe the 10 to 18, and then the FP with like a little pancake lens. So
Okay.
I'm deciding if I want to. I'm trying to figure out if I want to vlog. I don't think I do.
Whoa.
I don't think I do.
So last NAB trip that I was on, I had the privilege, nay, the honor to be in a anamorphic vlog from our guest tonight.
Oh, I thought it might have been our guest.
Yeah.
So, what do you mean? We have the same gear minus the Sigma. Yeah, that's fair. Oh, you'll have the Pixis. Oh, okay.
Dang you. We're going to have to talk about this whenever you're on this show.
You defector. You Lumix defector.
I had your LUT on my camera, but I took it off for this episode just because of your Pixis video.
Dude, this LUT that I'm using has been the LUT I put on every single one of my footage. Every single one of my footage. And it's a Lumix LUT. Like it's just like it's one that they put out.
Yeah.
It's everything. I love it. It's my favorite.
From the Lumix Lab app?
Yeah.
Yeah, sweet. Which one is it? Share it.
It's the Dark Knight S. I don't know why there's an S at the end, but
Dark Knight S.
Yeah, it's the Dark Knight one. It's like a faded teal and orange.
Oh yeah.
I like
it. Does look good. Looks good on this stream.
I mean, I use it on my Sigma footage. A little known fact for anyone that is into cameras. Maybe if you're watching the stream and you're into cameras. I don't know if Lumix wants me saying this, but technically you don't have to own a Lumix camera to get Lumix Lab, and there's a plethora of really good LUTs.
There are
Lumix Lab. So
there's some really talented people out there making LUTs. You know what I mean? I can't keep up with Dang You here.
I just joined the stream and my playback just was crazy.
Oh. Are you on Wi-Fi? I think you are like cutting in and out.
Am I there? Am I good?
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, I just actually joined the stream on YouTube, and that's probably why it did its thing.
Yeah, it did a little weird thing. Okay, well, let's get to this, Anson. What's going on today?
What's going on today is we are talking about motivation. Caleb and I are both you might follow this channel based off of our main channels. But we're both content creators, and our guest today is also a very good content creator.
Yeah.
And so,
Yes,
one
he
of the
is.
things that what's that?
I said, yes, he is.
Yes, he is. One of the things that we want to encourage with this series is kind of those real conversations, about being a creative, trying to make money as a creative, being a business, and that includes content creators because there's a thriving business in content creation. And so what we're doing today is a little bit of talking about like what's our motivation? Like
Oh.
what got us into content creation? Why do we do it? Sometimes it seems like the most masochistic decision you could ever make, being a content creator. So,
That's one way to put it.
it's what kind of drives us. And so, do we want to bring Dustin on?
Yep, I'm bringing him on right now. Dustin, you ready? Here you go.
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Dustin, how are you?
I'm good.
Dustin.
It's kind of
So,
interesting sitting in the background just listening to you guys.
Yeah, our kind of
Yeah.
looks like you're in the Bat Cave down there.
This is the content space. My mom's basement. It's not.
All right.
That's what the comments on YouTube tell me, but
Really? That it's at your mom's basement?
no, not really. I mean, maybe a few offhand comments have said that, but not exactly all the time. I just think it's funny.
Put in the chat if you actually think Dustin's in his mom's basement right now.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure. Dustin, so we know Dustin from all the different Lumix trips that we've been on. But Dustin, do you want to take a second to introduce yourself, if people don't already know you? Because since we have so much probably like Venn diagram of audience, but just in case, you want to introduce yourself, talk about what you do.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I've done a bunch of various things over the years, but I'm a professional videographer, editor, content creator as well. Also do YouTube. And like Anson said in the beginning, just balancing a lot of different things like creating YouTube videos, a full-time job, some freelance stuff as well, and just trying to survive, but in this like content video world, right?
And you have like multiple channels, right? Like it's not just Dustin Armstrong on YouTube. We were talking about you may not actively run all of them, but you have a couple different personalities on social media.
Yeah, the big one that I was running and I actually retired from last year, I decided. And that was, I know, rest in peace.
Yeah.
Was my gaming YouTube channel / live streaming personality, which in a way was not really that much different from, what I do on Lumix, but
Right.
for my YouTube channel where it's mostly focused on Lumix and like professional gear and stuff like that. But yeah, that was, I have a following there still, but I don't pursue it anymore. So
can you name that channel?
Sure. It's Muscle Hawk.
Yes, I love it. Why? Okay, so
good name.
Yeah, Muscle Hawk. Why did you
Muscle
not transfer
Actually,
that over to like your camera content?
I got it. Hold on. Here you go. This is a cool little side thing. But here you go. There it is, Muscle Hawk from TwitchCon. I could even do this
TwitchCon.
and see. You can
Hell
see it
yeah.
right there.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Muscle Hawk.
Yeah. Sorry. What was your question, Caleb?
I was like, why didn't you just keep that name but go to camera? What was the motivation behind that?
Muscle Hawk cameras.
Yeah, that would be sweet.
I kind of like started them at the same time in a way. Like Muscle Hawk has been like my gamer tag for a really long time. And I've always been kind of interested in YouTube. I've been doing videos since I was in high school. When I was 14 was like the first
sweet,
video editing software I got into. And I wasn't as much into like cameras and stuff back then. I was more into like gaming. And so really gaming is where I first started the channel, I guess you could say. It was back in, or started doing YouTube. It was back in 2016. I think was when I started making my first YouTube content on the Muscle Hawk channel.
Nice.
That's
So
awesome.
almost 9 years ago.
When did you start making camera content?
That was 2019 or 2020.
Okay.
maybe?
So right around the same time I was, actually.
Yeah. Me
Yeah.
and
Sweet.
me and you, I feel like you were doing more stuff on like Micro Four Thirds though, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I was doing
More-
S series.
Yeah.
S1H.
We had this,
S1H.
right? We so I on Dustin's stream yesterday, we were talking about, and he was like, am I officially Lumix Daddy? And I was like, I don't know, man. You got to fight that with
Lumix.
Caleb.
Oh man. Oh, so I don't call myself Lumix Daddy. It's this guy right here. Who sounds like he's gonna go start a live stream right now while we're on. So
I
He
thought his
would,
camera
too.
gear was like in boxes, so like
yeah.
That
Good thing.
That was the thing I told Dustin yesterday. I was like, we're just gonna have a podcast called My Two Lumix Dads featuring Caleb and Dustin.
Oh man.
I think Caleb can be Lumix Daddy just because he claims it in seniority from age.
I am, yeah, probably age-wise, definitely
Yeah.
Lumix Daddy. Just from age standpoint.
Yeah, just from age. When was
Definitely
your first
not
video?
from content.
Actually,
My
when was your
fir-
first video? Yeah.
Yeah, my first video was probably
At least on Lumix.
Yeah, late 2019, like pretty much right before COVID started.
Okay, yeah.
So
We were like the same time then, because late 2019 was when I was like, maybe I should start making content on the S1H because like
yeah.
there was no content out there. So,
Well, I started making just kind of like, just in general, like, gear videos,
Yep.
just testing the waters a little bit. But it wasn't until I made a video with my buddy, his name's Bobby Peacock, and made a video with him about the features of the GH5. And then that one kind of like took off just a little bit. And I was like, okay, there might be something to talking about the GH5. So, so I did that. Yeah. I was like, screw these flapjack lights. I'm not going to talk about those anymore. Let's talk about the GH5.
yeah.
Wasn't there a video where you collected all of your GH5 settings and put it into, and it was like a 3-hour video?
Yeah, totally. I did that. So I basically took everything, all the GH5 videos, and just like mashed them together. And this was when did we go out to California? Like that video released while we were in California. So I was just like, I'm just going to put them all together and, drive up that watch time. And I mean, so far, so good.
So far,
do I recommend doing that? If you are just beginning on YouTube, do I recommend doing that? Probably not. But I decided to do it.
Okay, so a couple questions. Dustin.
Yes.
Your tagline, I know this is a random question. The video tour guide.
Yep.
Where did that come from?
That's actually an interesting question because I don't know what it was. I've tried many different YouTube things over the years,
Right.
Not just the gaming thing. And honestly, the gaming thing didn't really catch on until it was when my TikTok on the gaming stuff blew up.
Yeah,
Which was
I remember
when
you
was
saying
that?
that it blew up on TikTok.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the exact year. It was when I moved into this house the year after. I think it was 2021 was when that happened. It might have been 2022.
Yeah.
But, anyways, yeah, I just felt like a lot of the YouTubers that I watched at the time, they all kind of like had their thing that they said in their videos, right? And in the camera and like video space, like Peter McKinnon, smash the like or whatever. I don't really watch Peter, but I know I'm pretty, the what's up thing. Like
What's up?
I don't even watch Peter and I know that's Peter, right?
You say what's up?
Well, that's what he says, isn't it?
What's up? Yeah, that's what he
Butts
said.
up.
What's up, everybody? What's
Butts up.
yeah, butts
Oh,
up. But
maybe I
what's
just
up?
misheard him.
Misunderheard him.
Misunderheard him.
Anyways, yeah, so I was like, what could be my thing when I was like thinking about this Lumix channel? I was like,
Right.
what's the thing I should say? And I was driving home. I remember the moment because I just thought it was so catchy. Because a lot of times I've tried to do this in different ways, but anytime I'd come up with something, I'm like, that's stupid. Like, it's not a fun thing. Like, not an original thing, unique idea. And I just like said it out loud when I was driving home, and I was like, I'm Dustin, your video tour guide. And I was like,
Yes.
that's it.
Hell
So
yeah.
I just went with it on the first video, and then I've just stuck with it. So
That's awesome.
yeah,
I felt like for a while there, it kind of like faded out of your videos, and then it came back, and you've recently started embracing it again.
Yeah,
But
it faded out a bit just because the reason why it faded is I just wasn't doing it. I just wasn't thinking about it as much anymore. But it was actually when I did a video with someone local who has been subscribed to me, and he mentioned to me like, yeah, like you said, the reason I subscribed was because he bought some lenses off me. That's how I got connected with him. And he was like, yeah, like you said the whole like, I'm Dustin, your video tour guide. And he was like, I don't know, it's just like fun and different from all the other videos I watched out there. And I was like, you know, I really need to embrace that. So in my head, that's what I said. But
what's your favorite video that you've made for your channel, tour guide channel?
Favorite video, because I have favorite videos for different reasons.
Okay, well, maybe your top 3.
Top 3, okay. I gotta pull up my channel actually to look.
Yep.
Because I'm not really sure. I know, like, I have some off the top of my head, but one in particular for sure was the Lumix like global event one from last year.
Oh yeah,
when a camera makes color grading unnecessary.
Yeah,
that one was just a lot of fun to make, and I felt like it had a really good like story and showed a bit more like what I'm capable of if I really just try a lot harder.
Yeah. Sure. I feel like you're really good at that storytelling piece of it.
Right.
Like my videos, I'm like, here is a bunch of information.
Yeah.
And I have
please subscribe.
Tried to be more story approach, and it's not easy. It's not easy.
No, it's not.
I'm usually like, that's the part of the video that gets cut because I'm like, I need to get to the information.
Yeah, like that video in particular, the process was I didn't have a plan going into it. And then filming everything, I was like, I got to come up with some kind of story. I cut all of the stuff I shot when I got home, and I was like, what's the story here? And then I came up with, okay, I've been shooting all this footage with not in vlog, burning in a LUT.
Yep.
And I was like, so maybe I can take this like a direction where it's like, well, I'm making a video that's not color graded at all. And why? Because it's true. Part of the stuff is the stories that I come up with is like actually true. Because I mentioned in that video that I have tons of footage on my hard drive that's in like vlog. And it's just like personal footage. It's not even like for client work or anything. And so I like that Lumix has now done that, like this burn-in thing, because I want my like family footage to be like creative and stuff because I'm a creative person, right? But I never make family videos at all. I just don't have time. But when I play back the footage, I don't want it to be in vlog.
No.
So yeah, that's kind of where that came from. And then I edited like the 2 montages together, and then I wrote like a voiceover that could fit and flow. Sweet. And then I shot shots that actually like fit that voiceover essentially. Nice. So it's a very like sporadic process, right? It's not like I wrote the script before I was going there. I had no idea what I was going to make, but yeah. But anyways, that's definitely in the top 3. So
nice.
Okay, well, we still have 2 more.
All right, I was waiting if you guys had any questions.
No, no more questions.
Okay.
No, we don't ask questions.
Yeah. let's just hear it.
Another one was this lens creates memories money can't buy. It's not even really
Oh.
Lumix related, but it's just using that 500 millimeter TT Artisan lens where I went
yeah.
up to like
I
Wyoming.
remember that one.
Yeah, I got the deep sky photo, and it was my first
yeah.
time trying to do that type of thing, like very explorative, right? That one's starting to do really well as too. It's almost at 10,000 views. It's a
Oh, yeah,
slow
sweet.
burner, right?
Yep.
But yeah, it's
Those are always the ones.
Those are
Mhm.
all my videos.
slow burners.
They're slow burners.
Is that what you call them?
Yeah. I think my first video that hit 100K views like just happened like a couple of
Hey,
months ago, and it's from like 2021.
Dude, I have
congrats.
one that's at 95 right now, and I'm
Oh,
like,
so close.
come on, give it to me.
Slow burn.
It feels good to hit that number. Next is a million for me, but yeah, definitely feels good when you cross 100,000. I can't even think about like what it's gonna be like crossing 100,000 subscribers. You know,
Right.
Oh yeah.
that's gonna definitely feel good.
Those are one of those things where I'm like, I don't even think about it anymore. Like I've been doing YouTube for 7 years, like
Mhm.
I'm like, if it happens, it's gonna be a shot in the dark. It's gonna be like some viral video.
Yep.
That takes off. I don't even think about it anymore. But yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah,
It would be awesome.
my best performing video, one of them is like a video I did in collaboration with Lumix. But my like best one that was completely just on my own was my 10 tips for more cinematic wedding videos.
Oh yeah. That one took
took
off,
off
didn't it?
well right before we went to Ojai, didn't it?
Yeah, it was like that was a very slow burner as well. Like
Mhm.
great example of like the numbers don't let the numbers get to you too much because that was just a video when I was doing wedding videos a lot more when I was freelance, and I
Mhm.
felt like the videos that I watched online didn't really have, I don't know, just like a different perspective on how to do wedding videos.
Sure.
So I was like, I'm going to come up with my own and see how people like it. And yeah, at first for years, it didn't really get very many views. And then all of a sudden, 1 month, it just exploded.
Caught some wave.
Yep. Found the right audience of people. Yeah. And just exploded. I guess so those two videos are top 3. My actually top video is not out yet.
Oh.
And it should be coming this week.
Ooh.
Let's go.
And it's actually the first video that I've done with Lumix that was paid. So,
Nice. Well, the 6 viewers that we have right now are going to be tuning in, guaranteed.
You better be.
So if you are not subscribed, to Dustin, make sure you go do that.
Sorry.
You're good. I heard Caleb didn't hear Anson.
Oh man. Restream. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay, Anson, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, where is it coming out? Is it on Lumix's channel or is it on your channel or where is it going?
Be on my channel.
Nice. There
will be a couple videos as well that I was involved with that are going on Lumix USA. I don't know if it's going on Lumix's channel, but I didn't edit those videos, but obviously was there and helped film those videos. But yeah, this video will be unfortunately not entirely edited by me, but there's a really, really cool, probably one of the hardest shots I've ever gotten. And hopefully just inspires a lot of people when they watch it.
Love it.
Not just Lumix users, but yeah.
So on your channel. So if you are watching this right now, make sure you go and subscribe to Dustin because his #1 favorite video that he's made on his channel is coming out this week probably.
Yep. Should be.
Love it.
And if you're watching this later, it's probably already there.
There you go.
Oh, yep. That's true. That's true. We do have viewers that don't watch this live that watch it later.
Yes.
That's true.
Slow burners.
Dang, you tossing this in. Also in the creators live stream on the Discord too.
Yeah, that is actually true as well. We're going to be doing a Discord, we're going to be doing the live stream on Lumix where Sean is going to ask us some questions and then there will be one in Discord as well. So,
but you said, I think before we came on here, is it public that they're doing one on the Lumix USA channel? The live
Not
stream?
yet.
Okay.
Yeah, it's going to be pre-recorded, so
Okay.
it won't be live, but yeah, pre-recorded.
Nice. So I
Yeah.
just gave that away. Okay.
Dang it,
Yeah, it's
Anson.
fine. It's fine. I don't really care, to be honest.
That's fair. So now that we've kind of talked about like what are some of your favorite videos, kind of where some of the inspiration comes from, you have a very strong niche. I think it probably, I'm going to put it out there, probably the strongest Lumix niche that I've seen outside of Caleb, maybe.
Oh.
So
Dude.
what is kind of your goal? What is that, Caleb?
What? Come on now.
Dude, you make all Lumix videos.
That is true.
I mean, it's no knock.
I'm
I mean, if I
catching
didn't
up.
have the FP, I'd make all Lumix videos, but
I'm catching up to Caleb. No,
Oh.
not trying to like call you out or anything, Caleb, but
Dustin,
catching
trust
up.
me. You are going to fly past me. Trust me. And I'm 100%. I'm 100% here for it. Now you're talking about 100K. Dustin's going to be the first one between the three of us to hit 100K.
Oh, 1000%.
Oh yeah.
You're on a trajectory, my dude.
Yes.
Guess we'll see.
Love it.
I'm here for it. So, okay, I kind of gave it away a little bit, but do you want to talk about like we're talking about motivation, finding motivation for like what we make, and Caleb and I can probably share here in a little bit, but obviously you're the guest, so we'll let you go first. But
Sure.
what is kind of the motivation? What's kind of the motive around the niche that you've picked, and just the motivation for your channel in general?
Yeah, I kind of touched on it a little bit. It's actually kind of interesting. My thoughts on YouTube and stuff evolved over the years. When I was younger, I never really had like a vision of like my future, I guess. I only saw myself as like getting a degree and then getting a corporate job and just like being secure and stable, right? I guess is the best way to put it. But when I started watching YouTube more and was getting into like the gaming stuff, and I would watch PewDiePie, if you know PewDiePie. I'd watch his videos. He's like one of the for those who don't know, he's like one of the biggest gaming YouTubers, probably the biggest actually. But I would watch PewDiePie and I'd watch his videos and be like, I can edit and make videos just like that. So like I know how to do that. And this is after I'd actually gotten my degree and was working at the first agency that I worked for. And I'd have his videos up in the background while I'm editing, doing After Effects stuff. And so that was where like the dream of becoming a YouTuber like began, I guess you could say. All through college. Yeah, this is like 2016. All through college and stuff, I never really saw myself like doing it. But over the years now, my motivation has also kept changing because I've worked a lot of different like types of jobs in the industry, as far as like working for agencies, like production agencies that provide like web design and like video, like producing, basically tons of different aspects, marketing agencies. I've also worked corporate in video. I've been freelance. And the more that I like work all of these jobs, the more I kind of realized how like you think that you're stable there, but you're really not.
Sure.
And so now my motivation is like, I want to create my own income essentially.
Sure.
And rely
Nice.
more on myself and less on like a company and how they perform, and having like people above me that, because one of my jobs too, I've loved all my jobs over the years, but one of them, which was the corporate one, it felt like it sucked a lot of my creativity out of me. And you guys probably know, but people don't really know. I almost like didn't really post on YouTube on my Lumix channel for like a whole year. Because
you took a lot of time off.
Yeah, it wasn't even like a conscious like I'm taking time off.
Yeah.
Given I was also pursuing the gaming stuff because that was what kind of blew up at the time and it was working. But at the same time, it was also just because I didn't feel very creative anymore. working
Sure.
3 years at that company, like they would say they would want something creative. I'd be like, this is what we want. And I'm like, I can do that. I'm going to do that. I would do it. And they're like, actually, like, we've already tried this, or like, it's not really what we're looking
No.
for. Dial it back. Version 5. Yeah, it's not really there yet. Version 10, like
Mhm.
Oh,
version
shoot.
15. And I'm like, what are we doing here?
Oh.
Like, why? And then this drags on for months and stuff too. And I'm just like, I am just a button presser at this point. Nobody,
Yeah.
they say they care about my input and everything, but they really don't. So I just kind of existed for like, it was about a year there until I decided to quit. And the company wasn't really doing very well anyways. And there was a huge round of layoffs 2 weeks after I quit.
Hmm.
And then 6
Mhm.
months later, there was a guy that worked in the same department. He's another producer. He'd been there since like almost the beginning. They also let him go. And I was
Oh.
like, I probably would have
Wow.
been in that first round of layoffs, you know?
So good
And
timing.
so
Yeah,
it was
you,
good
you
timing.
definitely had your ear to the ground, as they say. I guess I think that's the saying.
Yep.
Nobody
So,
says
yeah.
that, Anson.
I know.
Got my ear to the ground. That's actually happened twice too.
Really?
The first agency I worked for as well, they got bought out, and the new owner, I wasn't liking how things changed. I didn't feel very secure or anything. That was when I quit and I went freelance. And then a year later, the company dissolved. So,
Wow.
yeah.
So are you not in a corporate space right now?
Nope. So, yeah,
Nice.
right now, I am technically an independent contractor and totally
Okay.
freelance, but I am also technically an employee for the YouTuber that I work for.
Yeah.
He takes up, I'm expected, about 40 hours of work each week from him.
Yeah.
And I've been doing that now for about 2 years. For like 6 months of that time, 8 months, I was working for another agency that was based out of Wyoming.
Yeah.
And I started working for the YouTuber. His name's Harris, by the way. Senpai Gaming is the channel if you want to check it out. But started working for
Good
him.
stuff.
And then I had been applying for jobs because this is after I had quit the corporate job,
hmm
and was applying for jobs, got the job for the YouTuber. I had then interviewed for this job like months later. They had found my application, and then the pay was like really good. And I was like, I can't say no to this. Ended up taking that job. And that was actually one of my favorite jobs I worked. I loved
Yeah.
the people I worked with. Still friends with him. He actually comes in my live streams, also on my YouTube channel.
Sweet.
Nice.
My boss, he texts me too and asks like, what's your thoughts on things? Anyways, yeah, we're still good friends. Left on good terms there. But yeah,
Nice.
essentially doing YouTube, I was kind of just doing it on the side for fun. Not for
Right.
fun, on the side to make extra money. But about a year later, he was like, okay, yeah, I want you here full time working for me, the YouTuber.
Nice.
Nice.
And I felt that was the only chance I got. This might be one of the only chances I get to like really focus on YouTube, really kind of get my creativeness back again.
Right.
Because he isn't super strict, right, on what he wants. And I've watched him a long time, so I know kind of what he expects. And he's also very encouraging for me to like do my own stuff as long as the work's getting done.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Hey, I will
So,
say
yeah.
this. Dangy's throwing out challenges here, so you better
Oh, dang
you
Trying to
guys better
come
start making
surpass
some
you guys.
videos. Yeah.
I mean, it's true. Honestly, everybody is a wild card when you think about it, because
Totally.
anybody's video could just blow up. I've seen it, in my own channel, and you get 7,000 subscribers in one video. So
Let's go. I'm still waiting for that to happen. So maybe someday. Maybe someday.
What is a classic like thumbnail or title I see all the time? Like, you're one post away, and you're like, okay, I've been one post away for 7 years.
Yeah.
those are also from the creators that they just get a following by giving advice.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yes.
they don't actually try doing something, and people, they capitalize on people that are just looking for advice. Not that they give bad advice, but
No. I mean, it's a lot of it sound marketing advice. I mean, if you're a good marketer, you can probably exist in this space
yeah.
pretty well.
yeah.
What would you say YouTube mostly is, like, when it comes down to it?
Well,
Mm.
it's what it is.
Let's get in the weeds.
Yeah,
Like,
what it
what is it to make it successful?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like, what is it? What does it take?
I think it
You have
honestly
to-
just takes consistency,
I like it.
because even there are several examples of people that do you guys know the channel Daily Dose of Internet?
I've heard of that.
Daily Dose of Internet. It was just this kid, you know, he was posting just like almost like
I think my son watches that.
yeah, like what happened on the internet. And all he does is he's just like voiceover, he's faceless. He's just like, here's a video that kind of went viral and it's a cat playing with this person. And then he would go to the next video and be like, here's this, like, I don't know, this guy was, you know, made a lightsaber, right? Anyways, it's just like funny videos, random videos across the internet that was kind of
Right.
just like an update to the channel. He posted for years and did not get much success. And then like 3 years later, all of a sudden everything just exploded because it just became relevant. Like people started to enjoy and see that content and understand what it was, I guess. And yeah, he has like millions of subscribers now too, and he
Jeez.
just does the same thing. So
It's a weird like mental game sometimes because you have to be,
Oh, yeah.
you know, that's one thing that I think I told you, I think it was a first episode. I think you joined the stream and I was like, dude, I'm pumped that you like hit your goal for last year,
Yeah.
because the amount of people I've seen come and go from this platform that they maybe get a little bit of something, get a little
Yep.
nibble of success.
Yep.
They are like, okay, let me ride this trend. Let me do whatever I'm doing. And my goal is to be 50,000, and they're like, 5,000 subscribers or 500. And they're like, just the astronomical numbers. And I'm used to seeing people not hit that goal and just quit. Right. Because
Yep.
when I first started, one of the channels I always followed, and I don't follow much anymore, is the Think Media channel.
Oh, yeah.
And, one of the things that Sean Kennel would always say is like, YouTube's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yep.
And for some people, it's a sprint. But I mean, if you even take a look at, like we were talking about before we actually started the stream, like Peter McKinnon, like he blew up really fast. But like, if you notice, like his growth has been stagnant for a while now.
Yep.
And so like, it's all about like that long game. Even bigger channels go through that ebbs and flows all the time. And
Yeah. Even the channel I work for right now, we're kind of going through that. Like it hasn't really grown too much since I've been there. But yeah,
Really?
it's going through one of those, like it's slowly growing still, but it's not like it was
not
before
where it
I started
was.
working there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
I was
how many- go ahead.
Oh, I was just telling somebody today that if I could do something all over again, I would have started YouTube in like when I started my business back in like 2012.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'd probably be sitting at probably 1 million.
What is this?
What is happening?
What? Why
I just thought
was that for dramatic effect?
Yeah, I thought I'd get close to the camera for that.
Okay.
I
You
feel
should have
like-
done
I think
this
you're even
as
just
you came
testing the
forward,
minimum
though.
focusing.
Yeah.
I would have been at 1 million.
1
Yeah.
million. I love it.
It'd be a little different. I think if I would have started back then.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that it's interesting to talk about it though, because this is when you talk about goals and stuff, because yeah, my first year like doing YouTube for doing Lumix stuff, I thought I could probably hit like 10,000 subscribers in my first year, and that didn't happen. And I started to realize the more like I was making videos that I was like, if I'm going to want to hit a higher ceiling, I'm going to have to make videos that are not just in the Lumix niche.
Sure.
It's definitely still my niche, but I do throw out videos every now and again. Probably, honestly, if I really look back at all my videos, the videos that are the best performing are the ones that are not really Lumix focused,
Yeah.
surprisingly.
I'm
Same.
trying that this year too.
Yeah.
Same.
Yep. And so
I've got a
like,
couple coming up.
having that like thought of, have a niche, but also don't be afraid to expand on that niche where it's like I'm making a video that's maybe just inspiring to people that just use cameras, right?
Yeah.
And not so much. That's kind of why I'm like the video there. It's like this lens creates memories, you
Mhm.
know, money can't buy or whatever. That's more just to find people that just like camera gear, right?
Yeah.
It's
Totally.
not really meant to be a review on that lens or even really about Lumix either. I'm using
Yeah.
Lumix, but it's not really relevant to people watching. It's more just
It's
about the journey.
it's very interesting over, you know, I think I kind of like fell into the Sigma FP kind of niche. And, I always find success when you maybe have like a purpose or a goal or like a general theme. But then, yeah, you take some deviation every once in a while. Like one of my best performing videos of last year was like a series of Fuji videos
Mhm.
that I made where I talked about the XT3 or I talked about lenses for the XT3. And like those were some of my best performing videos from last year.
Yeah.
And so you got to find those things like every once in a while you can kind of like, I feel like I remember at one point there was somebody that was, and it's probably used out of context, but when they were talking about their YouTube schedule was like one for me, one for everyone else. And it's that concept of like making different videos for different purposes. And, yes, I'm probably going to come back to FP content, every week, every couple weeks, come back to it. But I may deviate and make a lens video or, what have you, or Lumix video for that matter. And,
Yep.
and I feel like my channel right now, like my major is Sigma FP, my minor is Lumix, and then I just have a bunch of like extracurricular curricular. What word is that?
Curriculum.
Yeah.
I'm not
So
even going to try to say it.
I'm not either.
I think I'm gonna say it the same way too. I can't
Yeah.
say it.
No, I'm just gonna.
I'll never say that the same now.
Yeah. What have you
Oh
done?
man. So Caleb, I want to get your opinion.
Oh,
What's
what was the question?
what's your motivation?
Oh, my motivation for YouTube
yeah.
specifically?
Yeah.
Well, my motivation for YouTube specifically is, okay, this is gonna sound kind of cheesy, but it's like this, honestly. Like I just
For sure.
like the community,
Yeah.
So I'm gonna keep doing it to like be part of this community. And also like doing YouTube has like provided opportunities that
Oh,
I
yeah.
probably wouldn't have ever had I not started doing YouTube videos, So like just the opportunities to like travel to Japan, right?
Yeah.
Like with Lumix, opportunities to hang out with everybody in California, work with brands from around the world is like crazy to me. And then just the opportunity, and I mean, my channel's not even that big, right? But I still have like those opportunities that presented themselves. And so like to me, that's kind of the motivation. And I think like also just kind of seeing now like, my family getting into it a little bit more. And I think
Yeah.
part of it is like I just need to embrace the part of life I'm at too, right? Like,
Yeah.
I am in my 40s, and so like I'm not going to try to make the same type of content that, somebody who has all the time in their 20s is going to try to
Yeah.
make or whatever.
Right.
I'm not trying to like get into that conversation, but let's like kind of embrace where I'm at in life too. And, let's make like I was shooting an unboxing video today, like with my son, so like we're playing with this thing that I was unboxing that I can't talk here, but like we were unboxing something and it
When
was
is this
fun,
unboxing thing gonna be public? You've talked about it a couple weeks now. I'm on the edge of my
Oh, yeah, later, like sometime in February.
Okay.
It's really not that big of a deal, but it's kind of cool. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like this cool thing. And so, he was excited to open it up and unbox it. So like let's have him in the video, you know what I mean?
Yep.
He's excited to do it. So That's kind of where I'm exploring. And so my motivation is definitely those opportunities that I probably wouldn't have had had I not been doing YouTube videos. You know what I mean? That's kind of where I'm at.
I think that's something that I have to think about because mine are very similar, right? Like you say it sounds kind of cheesy, but no, like I love talking to the people I know that I wouldn't know unless my channel existed,
Oh yeah, totally.
you know, and talking to brands that I wouldn't have any sort of communication with if it hadn't been for the channel.
Yeah.
It's funny whenever talking about like motivation and like finding motivation, like, and we can have a conversation around this. Like, there are ebbs and flows to this. Like there are ups and there's also very much downs.
Yep.
And you have to like, and that's why I think it's important to talk about and have an honest conversation about like if you're going to be a content creator, like why? Because like if you don't know your motivation, you're going to be like the people I mentioned where you don't hit certain goals by a certain point and you're just going to stop. And so I have to constantly remind myself like, yes, like to some people I am 17,000, close to 17,000 subscribers. Like to some people
Let's
that's
go.
great. For me, I'm like I want more, but I also have to sit back and think, yeah, I would not have gone to Japan like if it hadn't have been for this channel. And so all about perspective. All about
Yeah.
perspective.
It's funny when people, it's like when you compare yourself to a lot of different people out there or what you see on YouTube, it's like, man, my channel's not even that big, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then everybody that I interact with, like that get to know me, and then they find out I do YouTube and they hear I'm around 22,000 now, almost 22,000. They're like, oh, wow. It's like that's impressive because I think when you think about it, it's like, that's actually really hard.
Yeah.
The top, I think you only need around 10,000 subscribers on YouTube to be in the top 1% of people subscribed to channels on YouTube.
Yeah, those are
insane number.
I've never heard that metric.
Yeah, I've heard those stats before.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. There's not many people that ever reach 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. So being close to 20, you're pushing up there as well. And this isn't like a brag or anything, but I've also been in the top, I think I know at least 1% of streamers on Twitch as well.
Hell yeah.
Sweet.
I was in the top, I think I was actually in the top 0.5 at one point.
Wow.
And I wasn't even that big. I was only averaging around 100 or so viewers, but just kind of shows you how difficult like being a content creator is.
Yeah.
And it takes
it is
a lot.
That perspective, right? Like it's we have this conversation all the time and like, oh, the views are down or like, oh, we're not making money this month or especially Dustin working with Harris, like you might have that conversation more than even us independently would, because it is a business. Like at the same time, like yes, we love the things that we love and we love the community, but there are aspects of it that's a business. I mean, my channel money goes into my gear and it's all tax write-off at the end of the year. So it is a business.
I like how you said that.
Yeah, I know, right?
That's a business.
Tax write-off. Yeah. Tax write-off. But it is about perspective because like you're right. I think about, you mentioned Bobby. I always think about Bobby. Like Bobby makes some really good content, but his channel usually sits at, I think it's like a couple hundred subscribers now. I don't remember. It's been a while since I've seen him. And so I have to, like, in the same vein, not like be unthankful that I have 17,000 people subscribe to me.
I just remembered too, something that is kind of interesting is usually in the past, I haven't really like the jobs that I've applied for, obviously besides working for Harris, who's a YouTuber, I didn't really like make it known that I was doing YouTube. But guess what helped me get the job at the agency out of Wyoming? He found my YouTube channel.
Hell yeah.
Let's go.
And
yeah.
yeah, because my demo reel, it's unlisted, but it's on my channel, and I just had it as a link. I didn't even think about like, oh, he's gonna like click on my channel and watch all my videos. But
Right.
he told me like in the first interview, he was like, yeah, I was watching your YouTube channel, and yeah, honestly, it was really nice because I feel like I could get to know you as a person
Right.
and
Yeah.
what you were about before I even interviewed you. And so I was like, huh, I never thought that that would work, like be a good thing.
Yep. Yep.
So
I mean, to that same extent, like my corporate job that I have right now, like when I first got hired, I've talked about this before. I'm a software trainer, and when I first got hired, I talked a little bit about my channel, and the person that was hiring me, or now our COO, would watch it and was like, "Oh, I like that you know how to instruct people. I know like that you know how to talk to people and communicate to people," and that helped me get that training position because that's part of training is talking to people.
yep.
And then when I hit 10,000 subscribers, I made a short little My Brother the Villain episode of like, hey, I hit 10,000 subscribers, and I shared it in our Slack and was like, hey, this is really cool for me. I just want to share with you guys. And my CEO saw it and was like, hey, can you help us with some stuff? And so now like I do production on the side for my company. And so like
Let's
it's
go.
just a really cool like no lose situation in some way, because like we went to Chicago last year and filmed testimonials, and I'm editing those, and I'm like, I would not have had this opportunity otherwise.
Yeah.
Yep.
A lot of people that I talk to here, if they're thinking about getting into corporate video or whatever, some people maybe in college right now. And I'm like, so we do these like content jam sessions, right? Where we get together and just hang out. First of all, it's just to hang out, but it's also to like, we might have like somebody modeling or something and just kind of make content together around this and just with people here in the community. And one of the things I always tell everybody is like, whatever stage you're in, if you want to get into video, like start a YouTube channel because you are putting stuff out there regularly. You're always in the cameras, always working, even in downtime. If you're like in corporate video, there might be like down months or whatever. But even if you're doing it, like make a YouTube channel and put stuff on there, make spec ads, like practice and
Yep.
be present on there. So it's kind of fun to see, some of these different peeps, putting stuff out there on YouTube and all that. Kind of cool.
It's
One of the
absolutely a
best
way to
ways
like,
to practice for sure.
yeah,
100%.
yeah. I was about to say like it's a great way to like cut your teeth
Mhm.
and get in there.
And provides opportunities like we've been talking about.
Exactly.
I think this has turned into a accidental should you start YouTube in 2025 video.
Oh yeah. Maybe I'll change the title
Kinda
of it.
has.
Maybe we'll get more hits on it.
The answer
Change it
is
from
yes.
what's that?
The answer is yes.
Yes,
You
you
should.
should. You
We
should.
won't, we won't leave you hanging.
Anson, when you go and do the SEO for this video, just put all that stuff in there.
I'm gonna go find like a Sean Cannell video
Yeah.
and just like copy all of his tags and put them in ours.
We're just asking ChatGPT.
Thanks, Sean.
Yes. Dude, I do that for our podcast that I do for my company. Every time I'm like, give me what's my prompt? It's like, give me top performing SEO tags, limited
Yeah.
to 450 characters, and have them comma delimited
Yeah.
every
Dude,
time.
I use it too for my email marketing now and like same SEO because that's stuff I hated doing before.
Oh,
When
yeah.
I would
Yep.
make stuff and I'm just like, man, and it just feels like so much easier. Obviously, I'll tweak some things and whatnot, but yeah, like
Sure.
it makes it much less like hard on the brain.
Dude, I've told everyone in my company and everyone that I can talk to, like, if you're not using ChatGPT or AI for some of this stuff at this point, you're just like, you're like crutched at this point. Like,
Yeah.
it really is. You got to do it.
You got to look into AI tools.
Although
get one.
today we were trying to do an AI background replacement for a photo, and it was terrible.
Sometimes it doesn't
Oh.
work.
Were you using Canva or Photoshop?
It was Photoshop. It was Photoshop. It was Photoshop.
Oh
Yes.
man.
No, Canva has been my go-to lately. I don't know why it took so long to not use Canva.
Dude, Canva
But
is really nice too. I
Canva
use
kills it.
that. Yeah, I use that to create some like what are they called? Like I used it for I did a photo styles cheat sheet. That's what it's called
Nice.
for Lumix. And yeah, I used Canva for that. Even though I'm pretty adept in Photoshop, but yeah, I was just like,
See,
it's so much easier in Canva.
Yeah.
yeah, especially if you use a template too, because I just for our podcast I was doing everything Photoshop, and like I think I know enough Photoshop to maybe like do something. But then this past episode I just did it in Canva, and dude, it's been the best performing video. I'm like not going back.
Yeah.
You know what I just did this month? I canceled my Creative Cloud account.
Yes, let's go.
How?
How? I just hit the cancel button.
I mean, fair. What are you using
Yeah.
for photo stuff? I mean,
I don't really do a whole lot with
I
photo
know
stuff.
you don't make photo stuff.
Like I never use Lightroom. I never use Photoshop, never use Illustrator. I moved to DaVinci Resolve. So what was I paying for?
Yeah, that's fair.
How's that switch been to Resolve?
Oh yeah, it's been great. Like I went cold turkey, you know? Like not this past August, but the August before.
Yeah.
I went cold turkey, and yeah, it's great. Like
I love Resolve.
Do I use it to the extent that it can be used? No, of course not.
Don't
if you want to do that, there's a manual you have to read, and I have not read.
No. I'm like, am I still learning how to build node trees? You bet.
Same here. I am too. Even after I've switched 2 years ago, I'm still learning.
The amount of color grading videos I've made that have gotten massively negative comments on them, I will not make a color grading video for some time.
Dude, that's just the way it is. When I did that Arilog C3 video, I had a bunch of people even in the comments saying I had no idea what I was doing, and it's to an extent they're right.
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm not a professional colorist at all.
Did you make the disclaimer?
Well,
yeah, you got to make the rigmarole disclaimer.
The
not
thing
a
is,
professional
though,
colorist.
Matt at Lumix watched it and he said, "Do you want me to send this to Ari to see what they think?" I was like, "Please," because I did so much research to make sure I did this right. Sent it to Ari. The tech that actually made the Arilog C3 for the GH7 watched it, and he said, "Yep, that's a great video on introduction to Arilog C3."
Hell yeah!
So I was like, "Get wrecked!" Comments.
Yeah, 5-star video.
I was at Cinegear after they like announced it, and I was like, I have no idea like how to do anything with Arilog C3, and I was like doing research, and I was like, dude, there's like nothing out there. So that's why I made a video on it for the GH7, so I could be one of the first ones.
To that point, like for all those people that are like haters in the comments, like please make a video.
Yeah,
because like that's probably the reason we're making it, is because there's nothing else out there.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, there was
if you're the
some
expert,
videos.
make it.
Yeah. I don't have time. They all got excuses.
What did I used to say all the time? Like, take the free content and move on. You know, like
yeah.
I do want to do an episode where we just read comments sometime. I think that'd be kind of fun.
Oh man. No man. It was last year, maybe the year before last. There was someone that on every single one of my videos, like he was trolling every single one of my videos. And I was like, man, can you just like go find a different channel?
Just send
I wonder if he moved over to mine.
Just send him to outer darkness, what we say in Utah.
Yes.
You say hide user comments and their profile from your channel.
But see, the thing is like I'm that much intrigued with drama that like I've got to feel the itch every once in a while of like somebody just like talking massive trash. Like it's funny. I don't get a ton of hate comments anymore. I don't get I get some, but like not a ton.
I
Probably
really don't get
20
that many either. It's more
Yeah.
just when somebody is
Yeah.
like, I can tell you either didn't watch the video,
Yeah.
you just don't like me for some reason, or I don't know, I just don't like you.
I
So,
do. I notice it if my video hits more like recommended and gets kind of into a new algorithm wave,
yeah.
Mhm.
that'll tick up just a little bit more.
Usually it's
Then
on shorts that I see it.
oh, yeah.
The shorts, man, you get so many.
Well, because
But
they're there for a
I
second
should
and they just like they're gonna
yeah.
drop their hate comment and go.
yep, that's fair.
Yeah, it's something. It's something. Jeez.
Don't let it get to you though. The comments don't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I that's always the advice of like don't look at the comments, just keep going.
Yep.
But if you're like me and you're a glutton for drama, like you're just gonna be like, hey, my go-to is always like kill them with kindness. Be like, I hope you have a lovely day.
That works too.
And there was one person where now given I feel bad for him because it was a video I should have made into like a 3 to 5 minute video and I did an hour live stream. So like yeah, I would not have been too happy watching that video either. He was like, "Dude, why don't you put chapters in your live stream?" And I was like, "Oh man, I'm sorry. I'll put them up." He was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I should have not been such a dick." And I'm like, "It's okay. I get it."
I don't have time to do chapters and live streams. I do them in my YouTube videos, but I'm definitely not doing them in live streams.
I make 3-minute videos. There's no way I'm doing chapters.
yeah.
It's gotten
Yeah,
to
you
the
don't
point
need
that my videos are so formulaic in the sections that I have that
Mhm.
YouTube will just do it
Yeah.
automatically.
Yeah, yours are
that's
pretty
nice.
like right here.
Yeah.
Like these are the sections.
Sometimes that's good, sometimes that's bad. Like if I get to the build portion, they're like, "Okay, he's got nothing to say after that." Except I do. Except I do.
You
If you
do.
know you have more samples in like 30 seconds, I'm gonna show more footage.
What's your sign off again? What is it? Man, I used to know it.
Go and find your journey, go embrace life.
Yes, that's it.
Well, that's
Go
from the
embrace
vlog
life.
days, man.
I get so pumped up when I hear that.
That's a good one. I like that.
Makes me want to go embrace my days.
Dude, I need to do like I have these little stickers that's a little like Converse and it has the slogan on there. I need to give those out more. I have like a
Yeah, dude.
whole pack of them.
Well, they're just sitting in a drawer. Like
Yep.
hand those things out, man.
100%. 100%. Have you guys tried merch? Caleb, I
I
know
did.
you did.
I did.
Dustin, have you tried
Big
merch?
fail. Big fail.
I did as well. Big fail.
Yeah.
Not that I really pushed it that much, but yeah.
Yeah, I didn't really push it a whole lot.
I
I
know
did
you
have
did
a
hatch. You did
I did have a
shop for
hat.
while, didn't you?
Yeah, I had a hat company for a while. I closed it down during COVID, but I had a hat company and I tried like intertwining them a little bit too.
Mhm.
And that didn't really work either. So
I did like your shirts though, because you had like the micro four third, like you had some of those were clever shirts.
I thought they were clever. Yeah, I thought they were
Right?
clever, especially for the GH5 shooters out there. I thought they were
Yes.
good. It was like
Yes.
something about ISO, like maxing out, like I don't know. They were good shirts. Nobody bought them, so I took
Now,
They were
it
good
down.
to you, I guess.
Yeah. They were good to me.
I
What
actually
did,
do.
what did you do, Dustin?
So mine, I had a color checker hoodie.
That's right.
I still have it, and I was like, I still think it's a good idea, honestly.
Right.
If
Yeah, I
I
like
had
that.
the resources or the time, I wanted to make it color accurate. So then you
Yeah.
could just stand in
In
a
frame?
shot, like as a second AC or something.
Yeah.
They can grab it. They can grab the color, in DaVinci Resolve or whatever. Boom.
Yeah.
You're good to go. Mine was not color accurate at first. I just wanted to make one that just looked cool. And I've always gotten comments from like film people. They're like, "Hey, I like that hoodie." I'm like, I made that. Yeah. But yeah, it just doesn't catch on the same, I guess. And
Yeah.
maybe it could if I pushed it more, but I just don't have the time to push that more. So
Yeah.
yeah, and I did hats too. There actually still is a shirt I want to make, but I just want to make it for myself. Nothing. It's the new thing I'm kind of saying is I make digital gravy.
Oh.
Is that
Like
going to
that?
replace the tour guide tagline?
No, it's
Okay.
just something that's like maybe an Easter egg in the channel. Like on my banner, it says your video tour guide. I'm in the middle, and then it says digital gravy.
I noticed that today when I
Oh,
was looking
nice.
for your image.
Is
Yeah,
that a new banner?
that is a new banner. I finally
You
actually
used the
made a
Ojai
banner.
picture, didn't you?
I did, yep. Where I'm
Sweet.
wearing the cowboy hat in Johnny Cash's
yeah.
room, and there's the Lumix
Sweet.
camera just sitting on the table. Yeah, that's a
Epic
good.
picture.
That's a good picture. I like that picture a lot.
That is a good
I
picture.
have an Ojai picture right back here.
Hey.
That's Ojai.
I don't have one.
The shirt I want to make, I actually already have the design. It's a camera with a lens, and then there's gravy just spilling out of the front of the lens. So that's digital gravy. I just want to make it for myself.
How do we know it's gravy?
That's fair. That's fair. You know,
Yep.
people. It could be
Could be
something
water.
else.
Could be water.
Yeah. Could.
What I get after I eat Taco Bell.
Oh, that I think is where we end the stream right there. With that comment. That was great.
It's been fun, guys.
Okay.
Oh man. Okay. Well,
Nice. Yeah, I like that. I like that digital gravy.
Yeah,
I'm here
Digital
for
gravy guy. Yeah.
it actually kind of came from that video that what did I don't think I said digital gravy. I think I said cinematic gravy in the when a camera makes color grading unnecessary.
Okay.
That's kind of where the idea formed, and I was like, cinematic gravy, and I was like, digital gravy. That sounds cooler. I'm gonna roll with that. So,
Yeah, that does roll off the tongue a little easier.
It does. It
digital
does.
gravy.
Yeah.
So be honest, like how much do you use real-time LUT on your cameras?
Anytime I'm doing like going on a vacation, shooting family stuff,
Yeah.
even like like a lot of YouTube content, I also do it for video just because I'm lazy.
Dude,
Saves a lot of time.
I've stopped shooting in vlog.
Yeah.
Like for this, especially for this stuff.
It's crazy how close it gets you, because I'm like, I do like getting creative and like messing around and stuff like that. But like, yeah, it gets you really close, and it to like what the grade you want anyways. So like just shoot it in camera. And I get it's not like that much work to do it, but it's just like, it's already ready to go. Helps with even just playback, because then you don't apply all these effects.
Yeah.
And yeah, still do some effects. But yeah, I use it quite a bit actually.
What's your go-to LUT in the Lumix Lab app?
My LUT.
Well played.
I need to submit my LUT. It's been like 6 months.
You got to do it. I've explored other ones. I do like them. I haven't really found one though that I've liked more, I guess, than what I've done. But it's just because of my workflow, right?
Yep.
Or the grade I'm looking for.
Yeah.
And I don't do a ton of photos either, so.
You don't shoot a ton of photos?
Only like personal photos. I don't really shoot photos like, I want to do more, but yeah, honestly, the big photos stuff that I want to do more of is deep sky photography.
Oh yeah.
Like I did in that.
You're into that.
Yeah, I'm really into that.
And
I have a star tracker
to do that too.
Yeah, you
know what? Sorry.
You're in a good location to do that too. If I did it, it would be terrible.
Yeah, it's like I do have to drive quite far to get away from light, but when I do, there's so much cool stuff out there.
Aaron, pop this up. Do you guys find yourselves using real-time LUT more?
100%. 100%.
More than just like using Vlog. I'm probably 50-50.
It kind of depends.
I've gotten to where I prefer real-time LUT over Vlog sometimes, unless it's a high dynamic range situation.
Mm-hmm.
Like the podcast that I produce, like I still shoot Vlog because I know what that grade looks like. I even have it like saved on my computer. But I've been tempted to go real-time LUT for that one.
It's mostly if I just know that I need to kind of like future-proof some footage, I'll shoot
Yep.
vlog.
Yeah,
Just
I agree with that.
yeah, but if it's like it's just a YouTube video, I'm like, who cares?
Yeah.
We'll just it's just
Yeah,
my talking A-roll one. Like, yeah.
It does kind of depend what I'm working on.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did a couple of testimonials for social media for my photographer friend, and I did it all real-time LUT. It was great. I loved it.
Yeah.
It looked phenomenal.
Oh yeah, it looks great. And then like social media stuff, that MP4 Lite.
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, that's slick. It's
Dude,
slick.
I did a noise reduction or a noise test when that first came. Hey bud, my son might be coming over here.
Right on.
Bud.
Sup?
Hey.
Who's that? It's daddy. What daddy? Yeah, that's not daddy, but he kind of looks like daddy, huh?
We
all Lumix daddy.
look similar.
Hey bud. Say hello.
I do have
Hi.
a strange bone to pick with you two. How am I the only one rocking our bald heads?
Oh,
Yeah, you see Cole. That's Cole's name.
I do too for my
yeah.
bald
You
head.
do have your head showing.
Yeah.
Give me
I was-
one
I mean-
second, guys.
I always wear a hat, so
You know, I go through phases. I'm like, sometimes let me just rock the bald. I don't usually in my videos because then I have to light it differently, and that's
Yep.
annoying.
okay. So Aaron here is like, I do too for my golf videos, but I still feel like it's cheating. Don't feel that way. Don't feel that way.
Don't feel
it's
that
a
way.
tool. It's a tool.
Gets the job
Use
done.
it. Yeah, use
Gets
it.
the job done.
100%.
Using real-time LUT right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I am too, actually.
Yeah. It honestly, so I found that sometimes it looks better than if you were to take that same LUT and like even if it's a vlog based LUT that you're using real-time LUT with, it looks better being baked in than if you were to apply it in a post. There were a couple of things I've done recently where I'm like, oh my God,
You know,
it looks 10 times better.
it's due to internal processing differences.
Oh, Dustin.
Yes.
Look at that.
So, and
It's like-
think the LUTs will look different than they do in camera, like burning them in camera than applying them in post because of internal processing differences. So
And
Did
Aaron agrees
you-
it's an amazing tool.
It is an amazing tool. Honestly, I talked to my Sigma rep about it the other day because they have color modes, and we were talking about their color modes on the FP. And I'm like, man, it's hard to like get people behind just stock colors anymore, like Fuji or the FP, where it's like these are the color modes that you guys gave us, but like Lumix is giving us the ability to like do our own.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
it's fantastic.
Yep.
So unfortunately, it's also proprietary.
It
Or-
really
Trademarked?
trademarked. I don't know.
I think
a great
real-time
feature, though.
LUT is. I know that I'm sure that other brands can do it. It's just the way it's applied. I think
The way that it's done, yeah.
Yeah. They can't copy, but they could come up with their own way. So
Sure. I mean,
But-
Monitor, like Blackmagic Video Assist has been doing baked in
Right.
LUTs for a long time now.
Yep.
Or Blackmagic cameras in general.
Yep.
There was a question I was going to ask, and I totally forgot what it was.
Sorry.
No.
Okay, while you think of that, I want to wrap this thing up here soon. Okay.
Yep. I feel
So
that.
Dustin,
Yeah. Yes.
what is for your channel specifically? What's a 2025 goal that you have
Ooh, good question.
for your channel?
Well, I think the biggest goal in terms of just like subscribers, I think it'd be cool to hit 30,000. So it'd be like
Sweet.
10,000 in a year. I don't know if
Done.
I've done that yet. So it'd be,
You'll
I
get it.
really, yeah, stuff has like changed in terms of goals now
Mhm.
because I've realized like the niche I'm in, it's going to be slower to grow, but I don't know.
Yeah.
It could blow up from
Yeah.
one video. Who knows? But
Yeah.
I've really tried to lower my expectations now, which is totally fine too.
Yep.
But I think the biggest goal when it comes to my YouTube channel is what I launched at the beginning of this year.
Yeah.
Segue. I was
Yeah.
actually, that was my question, was we were talking about all the internals of Lumix and wanted to ask you about your launch.
Yeah. So basically, since about August, and I've had, you guys can probably relate. I know Caleb can. I've wanted to create a course on Lumix for a long time because
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just like, I know there's nothing. That's why we do well on YouTube because there's
Mhm.
nothing out there.
Yeah.
There's a few, but like they're
Yeah.
not. I don't know, not there's just a few, right? That maybe I don't know what they offer. I didn't watch them or anything, but yeah. So since about August, I had been working on a course in the background of everything, and then last 2 weeks of the year, I had written all the scripts and like as far as the video section goes, and filmed all the talking head videos, but I still needed to like film all the B-roll and edit everything. In the last 2 weeks of the year, I had some time, locked myself in my basement pretty much, and just, grinded it out.
Dang,
And
that's a
launched
lot
it.
to do in couple
It
weeks.
was an undertaking because Harris, the one I work for, we finished everything in the first 2 weeks of December because he wanted to give us
Nice.
2 weeks off, and I was like, I told my wife, I'm like, this is the time for me to finish this.
Yeah.
And so, went for it, and just in time for the new year, launched it. And
Oh yeah.
just a couple days ago, I launched the photography section of it. So it's technically a quote unquote complete course, but I still have plans to just keep adding to it over the years. So
Sweet.
it's my product, I guess you could say, that is related to my channel and my niche. So.
And the kickoff has been pretty strong too, right?
Yeah, I was about to say that. You guys just hit, what was your milestone you just hit?
So I have about 150 students.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Let's go.
Yep.
Hell yeah, dude.
Which is kind of nuts in a way, because I told my wife, like when I launched it, I'm like, is this even gonna like do anything? Like, am I just gonna have like waste my time? Like, is it only gonna am I gonna get like 10 people and then that's it? I'm just like, is this a real need? Like, there's a lot of like, I don't know what you call them, just like you're not believing in yourself, I guess.
Imposter syndrome.
You got that. Yeah. Imposter syndrome.
Yeah. I have a lot of that when I first like launched it, but like, it's been wild. This actually might be the first day where I don't get at least one sign up since launch.
If you're watching right now, go sign up for his course.
Yeah, you got to go sign up right now.
Yeah. We don't want this to happen. We don't want this day to end.
Yep.
Without
use code
a sale.
YouTube, save 15%.
15. Use code YouTube. Yep. You should just drop that link in the chat or something.
I can drop the link to the site. Yeah, so
drop it.
The goal to it is to just keep growing it, and I really want to try to get over 1,000 members by the end of the year. We'll see if that might be too ambitious, but we'll see. It's just a totally new, what's the word? Totally new like thing, right? So I don't really know how much it's gonna grow, and this is totally just in organic growth too, which is insane. I haven't even dipped into paid. So
I'll put my affiliate link in my email list.
You should actually.
I have almost 21,000 emails in my email list.
Hell?
You should definitely drop it.
Yeah, you should definitely do that.
You could make I think like the email thing. That's something that's kind of underrated. I think I've been collecting emails for a while.
Do it.
It's been like I have like 300.
Do it.
But I'm like, an email list is a
How
huge
do you
underrated
get an
thing.
email list?
Provide something for free.
Yeah,
that's fair.
You have a free LUT? Put it in there.
Free LUT. That's how I got my email list, was providing a free LUT.
Yep.
That's fair. That's fair. You need to do it.
It's funny,
I asked that, and I used to work in email marketing.
No, if you want, go to my Video Lab channel. I have a whole podcast episode about email marketing. So a guy in town here, he owns MarketBeat, and he has like 40 million, 50 million email subscribers, and he does like stock emails every morning, right? About the stock market and everything.
Mhm.
And so he's the expert. I had him on that episode, so go check it out. It's about email marketing, and the company's doing what, like 60 million a year or whatever. So
Hell yeah.
Wow.
so work on your email list.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Shoot me over the link in text, and I'll put it in the description when I do all the SEO stuff.
Yeah, and that's one reason too that I look at my YouTube channel as well. You're basically it's just a free place to market whatever your
Mhm.
product is. Like my YouTube channel gets between, right now at least, 40 to like 70,000 views a month. That's 40 to 70,000 free potential customers for your product. Obviously, you got to make a good product, but
Mhm.
and the feedback and everything has been amazing for the course. So that
Oh yeah, course is a
really
great product.
yeah, it feels really good because courses can sometimes be kind of taboo, but my goal
Mhm.
with the whole course has been to very much over deliver for
Yeah.
anybody that signs up. So
And for $100, dude, like it's
Oh,
such
yeah.
a value, especially from what I know that you're trying to do going forward. Like you, yeah,
yep, we've talked. Yeah, I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
Cool.
Awesome.
All right. Well,
boys.
Dustin, it's good having you, man. Good chatting.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it's been.
I'm excited to
good.
hang at NAB.
Same. I'll be at the Sahara or the place we're staying.
Oh, you both are at the Sahara?
Oh, dude.
He dropped
Come
it.
on. Oh,
Fine.
man. Oh. Anson, do you even do live streams? Is this your first live stream? Can't edit that stuff out, man.
I mean, you can, but yes.
Yeah, I'll be there though.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
I'm
I'll probably
excited.
hang out.
Boots.
I'll probably hang out at the Dangu house though.
Yeah, you should
as well.
because I'll be there.
Got to tell you all the things that I've been telling you guys, mostly about this Lumix project. So
Hell yeah. Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you sure you don't want to do that on the live stream?
I mean, I've already doxed you guys. Why not?
I will do it.
Wait, Siri went off.
Oh, Siri.
Hold on.
Party foul, Siri.
How dare you? I love these dramatic close-up shots we've been getting all night of Caleb.
I know.
Yeah.
I almost feel like I need to as well.
Sometimes I just need to talk directly to you.
No,
that's why.
My light's right there. I can't.
Yeah. There you go.
Focus distance on this.
Oh, you're on a wide lens there.
You are on a wide lens.
Yeah.
Is this the lens that we were talking about a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, it's a 24. It's not too wide, but
yeah, not too bad.
It's wider.
I'm probably in between 35 and 50, somewhere in there. I don't even know.
Using the zoom?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, we're primes over here.
24 to 70. Lumix 24 to 70.
35.12 right now.
That's solid.
Yeah. All right, guys.
Let's wrap
this
up.
Good chatting. Yeah, good chatting. Dustin, good to chat.
Thanks for having me on.
Good to see you. I'm glad I didn't cough through this whole thing.
Dude, you coughed once. You did great.
Yeah, just a few times. It's all good. So
till the wife take her time.
Oh yeah, she's right here. Oh, she's ready to go. She's ready to go.
She's ready to go.
I can't really see past the light.
I want to get the F out right now.
Yes, guys, it's time for me to go.
All right.
Major big time. Okay. All right.
Bye, guys.
See you guys.